what exactly do you think is going to happen in this game tonight, and who will get the early edge?
Well, if the stats are true, then the 580 penalty minutes that the St. Catharines Falcons have taken will most likely come to fruition. They take a lot of penalties, but luckily they're backed by some stellar defense, second best penalty kill in the league. So if they can get them on their heels on the penalty kill, then I think the Avalanche have this game in the bag.
Starting off, Noah Romeo throws that one on net, and a nice glove save by Owen Savory. His first test of the night, and an easy glove stop. Going into the corner, number 14, Evan Miller has the puck. Miller then throws the puck up St. Catharines, going through the zone as Noah Perlick throws that one into the zone. Romeo goes back in, dumped in by Miller. He's hit hard by Bro, but Luke Croucher picks up the puck in his own zone. Just 30 seconds, and we've already seen a pretty big hit in the Ancaster zone. Tanner Brunecki has that puck, throws that one back in from center ice. Goes down to Savory, but Perth Swick has to take it from him. Bridgewater goes in battling Hadanaka. Battling with Evan Miller, plants that one back in front, and Matthew Bridgewater just missed it. Run back to the point again. McPhee throws that one along the boards. Yanni Skropoulos, he gets the puck along the half boards, and he's hit really hard. He goes down. Dakota Miskolski knocked him down to the ice. Ben Hadanaka throws back to the point. Shot on goal. Dirk Static denied by Savory. In the corner, Lucas Smelski can get a puck in front. Ben Hadanaka in the slot, shoots that one high. Save by Savory. Picked up, almost given away, but going out of the zone, Dakota Miskolski. He gets poke checked by McPhee, and the Avalanche throw that back in. Early pressure by the Avalanche. Back behind the net, Evan Miller. He has the puck. Zach Lawrence, that is, getting through the zone. Michael Davies, he's pushed off the puck as he throws that one around. Romeo Dentino, now back into the slot. Back to the point, shoots that one's blocked beautifully by Kyle Kennery. Almost tripped up at the point as it's backed in as Tanner Shepard has the puck. Almost 2 minutes now into this, and so far only some shots from the Avalanche, nothing from the Falcons so far. Coming back in, Michael Davies tries to get it and dumped back out of the zone by the Avalanche.
And the Avalanche, they've been doing a really good job of getting on the pucks early. They've managed to turn it.
Oh, a big hit from behind, and Graydon James is going to go to the box as Tanner Main, a very dangerous hit from behind. He saw the numbers and finished his check. That was a very undisciplined play from James. But sorry to cut you off. Go ahead and finish your point there.
That's how the game works. Sometimes you gotta say what's interesting, what's happening. But they've been really getting on the defense. They've been getting their sticks in the lane. They've been bodying them in. They had Matthew Bridgewater in this slot. They just missed him. And if they keep making plays like that, trying to move it around the defense, then they're going to open them up. The defense have to find who they got to cover, and sometimes you got to slip into the slot, and it looks like Graydon James is getting ejected.
Looks like they've given him 2 and a 10, as there's only a 2-minute penalty up on the board. They're still talking with the refs right now.
I'm sure if you're the other coach, you probably want a 5.
The one criticism you might say for not getting the 5 is that the player Main got right back up, so there was no injury on the play, not warranting the 5, but still a 10-minute misconduct for the dangerous hit. But it's the first power play for the Falcons. They're very good on the power play. In fact, they are second in the league at 24.6, just an insane amount to be scoring on the power play. But they start off with the puck behind their own goal as it was dumped down. Coming out with the puck, it's Matt Busby. He plays that one up over the line. Davies on the left, taken away by Dakota Miskolski. Back to the point again. It's Dakota Miskolski. Along the half boards, Michael Davies throws that one back, and MacArthur, just outside of the zone, misses it. He passes that one back up to the middle of the ice as Michael Davies has it. Davies cutting through the center zone. Lukas Smalski plays on back in front, and a quick little 3-on-2. MacArthur passes it across, pad save by Tanner Shepard, his first stop of the night, and a beautiful left pad kick. Number 13, Matt Busby has it. MacArthur looking for the pass. He gets it. He fires and fans on it. Now Busby has it. Busby throws back on the point. Nice block by Ben Hadanaka. Lukas Smalski back to Matt Busby. Once again, shot. Nice save. Davies ripped that one, and MacArthur blocked it. Busby now has it. All the pressure right now on the Avalanche as the Falcons just unloading some bombs from the point. Trying to pass it in front, shoulder, stopped by Tanner Shepard. Couple Avalanche players can't get it. Bernecki in the high slot, dumps it down the ice. A great start on the power play for the Falcons.
And what the Falcons did there really well, short, crisp passes. They're spreading the defense out. They're making them choose which person they have to defend against, and that's so hard when you're down one man. You generally have to take 2 players at a time, and they open up so many lanes, and that's why they got probably around 3 to 4 shots on that power play.
And we got to a big hit. That was Kyle Kennery just absolutely obliterating his man in the center ice, and now a hand pass called as that was Tristan DeJong who had his head down, and Kyle Kennery made him pay.
We could feel that hit all over from up here. He did not see that coming from Kyle. What a big hit. He's been known to lay around the body.
And that hand pass will now bring the face-off in to the zone of the St. Catharines Falcons. 11 seconds left on the boarding call to Graydon James. 15:55 left. Actually, the referee, the linesman Butterfield, bringing it back outside of the line. Luke Croucher and Jaleel Adams in the face-off draw. Adams loses that one. Shot back in Croucher. 5 seconds left on the power play. Jaleel Adams comes in on the left board. Passes on in the slot. Shoots out and just misses. Shepard may have gotten a piece as Ferreira almost had what would have been a nice goal. Back behind the net is Zach Lawrence. On his backhand, Lawrence just avoids a hit from Bro. And now coming out is Luke Croucher. He's got speed. Trying to find Van Loon. He's just offside. Picked up by DeJong. Back into the corner. It's the Falcons now coming out from their blue line. Chipped up. Hit the feet of Van Loon. Now Croucher plays it to Bro. Just misses that. A nice hit by Bro in the corner as Perswick went down, and Jaleel Adams picks it back up and goes behind his own goal. Jaleel Adams playing a little too much with the puck, almost gave it away. Nice little move by Lukas Smilski. He gets hit hard down by Ben Hadanaka, another guy like a little wrecking ball. Coming in on the wing, it's Tehoda Miskolski. He's checked hard by Derek Raposo along the end boards. Trying to get the puck back. Derek Raposo then chips it back out to the point, just getting around Smilski. And played back in by Nathan, the brother of Lucas. That one shot, nice glove save. Tanner Shepard denied the off-wing shot by Dakota Miskolski. And suddenly the Falcons bring the pressure.
You can just feel that the Avalanche are on their heels right now. They're having trouble getting puck possession. They're getting beat to the puck. They're getting their stick lifted by a lot of the forecheckers from the Falcons. And the Falcons have all the energy on their side.
Maybe that early penalty draining a little bit of the life of the Avalanche as they started off with some nice forechecking. That one kicked back in, but Tanner Bernecki plays the backhand, and Maine has it. Maine not looking worse for wear, but he's hit hard by Bailey Stumpo. Tanner Maine seeing a lot of the Avalanche right now. Spinning around, coming out through the zone, it's Michael Davies who's hit off the puck by Stumpo, then pushed down, but the Falcons still bring the line. Michael Davies trying to find a man in front as Tanner Ferreira went to the front of the net, and he just missed the puck. Ferreira still battling with it. 2 Avalanche going along the boards, trying to figure out where the puck is, and finally the Falcons have it come out. That one's dumped back in by Matt Busby, the defenseman moving up. Bernecki passes to Stumple along the right side boards. He tries to find and spring out the new man Adam Mayer, but he just missed him. Bernecki dumped that one in, but the Falcons intercept and played back up. Coming back in, number 14, Evan Miller. He's hit hard by Mayer. He's hit into the end boards, and now Tanner Bernecki battling along in the corner. He falls off the puck, trying to find the man in front with Zach Lawrence, and just missed. Zcash plays that one back. Lawrence now fires that one on goal. Shot and denied by Tanner Shepard, who had to hit him right in the crest. Dirk Static rushes the puck up, dumps it in, and now the Falcons playing with the puck in their zone.
And what I really like from that last shift from Stumpo, he doesn't have a goal, and generally speaking, when you don't have a goal, you get frustrated. But what does he do? He hits. He creates energy for his line mates, and he's been very effective in that sense for the Avalanche.
And a pass from Kalen McPhee. He just missed his man via Liam Van Loon, and that'll be an icing call against the Avalanche, bringing the face-off back into their zone.
Checking wristbands for the following numbers: 182-727, 182-807, Again, 182-727 and 182-807. If you have any
Face off to the right of Tanner Shepard.
in the booth to collect your prize.
Mitch Pellerin against Ben Hadanaka. And it's won cleanly by Hadanaka. Kalen McPhee behind his own goal. He's pressured by Carson Eden. Eden still battling for the puck, but it's kept in by MacArthur. Back down to the point. Now behind the net. Once again, it's Eden. Eden finds Zekat. MacArthur shoots that one, he just misses as Tanner Shepard never even saw it. Playing it off the back of his own net accidentally was Dirk Stad. He tries to make a move in front, and Tanner Shepard has to go just behind him. As just missing that was Jaleel Adams. Almost a very bad giveaway, and back in front again, the Falcons go, shot just up the side, and then they score! Jaleel Adams on a plethora of giveaways, 2 inches from the goal. Jaleel Adams takes 2 swipes and makes it 1-0 for the high-powered Falcons.
And that last play was just horrible defensive play from the Avalanche. They were turning their puck over. They weren't able to get any passes out. They were holding on to it way too long. Dirk Static turned it over right behind his net, right to Jaleel. He ended up trying to center in front. His players took the shot, but then Jaleel just got a crazy bounce and just had to double tap it into the net.
Now the Avalanche having a little difficulty. That puck is just bouncing everywhere for the Avalanche right now, as they're having a hard time just keeping control, never mind even trying to pass. But Luke Croucher comes up. He's got Evan Ilkos going in with it. That one's played up by the defenseman, but Raposo gets it, shoots it on goal, and right into the chest of Owen Savory. And he's not going to be an easy goalie to beat. That 940 save percentage is one of the best in the league. And at this level, anything above a 920 is an insane amount to have for a save percentage, but that 940 goes to show that even if the St. Catharines defense doesn't have a good night, they have a good goalie behind them.
Not only that, they have the second best special teams unit in the league. That's very unheard of to have the second best power play, but then also have the second best penalty kill.
Absolutely amazing defensive numbers. Not including also their amazing offensive numbers. And an outstretched pass off the feet of Bridgewater. He goes in, but Owen Savory comes out to play it. Plays it behind his own net to his defenseman Tristan DeJong. That one played up a quick pass to Nathan Smilsky. Nathan Smilsky tries to make a little deke move, but Bernecki gets it in his feet. Ben Hadanaka going 1-on-1 against Smurf. Perth Swick, that one has it go wide, and Smilsky plays that one out as Romeo has it. Tanner Bernecki in the center ice, throws that one back in. Owen Savory once again playing the puck, this time back to his forward, Lucas Smilsky.
Jaleel Adams, assisted by number 50, Nathan Smilsky at 7:45.
Skolsky dumps that one in as he goes off for a change. Only one man in the zone. It's Romeo Dintino trying to put some forechecking on as his mates change. Evan Ilkos battling with Maine, throwing that one back out. Maine tries to get the puck, it just bounces around him and back into the zone. A pass out from Matt Busby. Michael Davies coming in on the left side wing. Davies passes that one in front off the skate of Derek Raposo. Falcons still putting on the pressure. Another shift in the zone as it's Tanner Ferreira behind the net. Davies to Ferreira. Ferreira tries to pass that one in front. Raposo blocks it. Kyle Kennery coming out. He's got Ilkos and McPhee with him as Kennery gets around Maine. That one played hard by Matt Busby up the boards. But now behind the net, it's Tanner Maine. Long outstretched pass. Derek Raposo kicks it as Davies looked to be perching for that one. And shot all the way down the ice by Caitlin McPhee. Another icing call coming to the Avalanche.
One of the reasons St. Catharines has been doing so well, not only in this season but in this game, they're supporting each other very well. On that last rush, the defender took away the player's opportunity to go straight, so we had to dump it in. So what happens, the forward comes back, takes his position, and gets the puck for him. And that way he can just pass it around or rim it around to the other winger. And that's really causing a lot of problems for the Ancaster Avalanche offense.
9:52 left in this first period, one that has been very much dominated by the St. Kitts offense. That one passed up, now coming in the zone. It's Tyler MacArthur, the defenseman. He gets that one back. And now back into the zone, Evan Miller has it. He dumps that one back around. Dirk Stadig. Just missed by a check with Zach Lawrence. Evan Miller plays that one back in. Now the Avalanche try to go out. It's Dirk Stadig. The offensive defenseman just misses his man in Bailey Stumpo. Sabre dumps it around, but it's Luke Croucher intercepting. He goes down, and now Dirk Stadig plays that one on Dorian May. Or Drivin May, the brother of Dorian. Dorian not in the lineup tonight. Owen Savory plays that one into the feet of Bailey Stumpo, trying to find Kyle Kennery in front, or Liam Benloon that is, and just missed. Drivin May, the 6'6" defender, he's a big man back on that defense, and he makes a pass and gets off. Avalanche finally getting some pressure in there, as it's Mitch Pellerin trying to make the play, and he dumps out all the way down the ice for an icing call. 8:47 remaining in this first period.
Just a reminder with the Good Slug Foundation is selling apparel.
For the Avalanche right now, they need to find a way to turn the tide in their favor. When the puck isn't bouncing your way, generally speaking, what you want to do is you want to get on the body, get them to make the play before they have the chance to even think about making a play. Cause some turnovers, cause some problems for the defense, and right now the Avalanche just aren't doing a good enough job of that.
There's been a few hits, but not too many, as it's been pretty even for the body count right now. But the Avalanche, like we've been saying, the puck's been bouncing, and I agree with you, the body really is the best way to go when the puck luck just isn't there. Ben Hadenacker trying to go win the draw, but Nathan Smilesky wins it. Yanni Skropoulos tries to go in, it goes back around the net as Tristan DeJong goes for it. DeJong and Swick behind the net. DeJong now gets it back from his defenseman partner. Plays down back up. Miskolski made a pass, intercepted by Yanni Skropoulos, but Smolsky gets it back, shoots, pad save, Tanner Shepard, an easy one. Romeo throws that one up, deflected off of Bridgewater, but Tristan DeJong plays that one back in. Romeo can't get the puck, and it goes to the side of the net where Tanner Shepard covers it up.
And another thing the Avalanche are having so much problem with doing, those quick, easy passes. You've seen the Falcons, they've been doing it pretty easily tonight against this Avalanche D. They just do the quick passes to get the defense moving, then pass it right down to the winger who's usually down in the corner. The Avalanche are just having trouble even getting a breakout pass going.
That one played back in by Matt Busby, then spun around by Carson Eden. Jaleel Adams trying to get the puck back, but the onrushing McPhee trying to play that one, but ends up off the skates of Kyle Kennery, and offside was Mitch Pellerin, as that was almost a quick break-in for the forward.
And again, another bad pass from Ancaster. I don't know if he was trying to lead it with that or trying to bounce it off the boards behind him, but either way, a bad pass and almost turned it into a chance for St. Catharines.
Romeo Dintino kicked out of the face-off draw. Michael Davies and Adam Mayer, the new man for the Ancaster Avalanche. He lost it as Davies won it cleanly. Kalen McPhee tries to make the play. Davies now in the corner. Kyle Kennery now coming up through center ice, plays out around Maine, and now going back is Matt Busby. Busby plays out into his winger Davies, and now Tanner Maine, the defenseman, moves up to pass it, and just missing the skate of Tanner Ferreira. A nice hard hit on Kalen McPhee by Ferreira. Now in the corner, Michael Davies. He sees Zentino, but he shoots that one from the sharp angle, and Tanner Shepard makes another easy save. That one hit him right in the chest. 7:23 remaining in this first, and not a lot of end-to-end action as any progress the Avalanche have been trying to make in the St. Cat's zone has been thwarted by this great defense.
And luckily for the Avalanche, there's still 2 more periods to go. So they're just hoping the first period right here just might be a bad period. They're just getting all the funk out of their game right now.
They can use it as a scouting period.
I'm sure
that's what Ken's going to be doing, definitely. For sure, a scouting period for his team. St. Catch goes behind the line, behind the zone, just misses in front as Zach Lawrence had a shot, and that one shot on goal, stopped by Tanner Shepard. It deflected just wide. As Zikak made the play, Perlick has it. Perlick for St. Catharines. He goes around, pass out in front, and just misses Evan Miller, who's high in the slot. Avalanche still running around their own zone. Evan Miller gets it to the slot, fire that one, shot goes through, and he scores! Evan Miller made the play. but it's Zach Lawrence who finished it off on the doorstep. 2-0. 6:51 left in the first.
And Zach Lawrence didn't really have to do much for that goal. All he did was park himself right next to the net. He still had 2 Avalanche D on him. They didn't get hard on his stick. They didn't tie him up. It deflects off his stick and it goes right past Tanner Shepard. And the Avalanche are just not having a good first period.
They've been outworked down low, and that's just another outworking shift by the Falcons, not skill shift, because that's another shift where the turnovers were down low. And only an inch from the goal line again was scored as Jaleel Adams got one about a couple inches from the goal line, and now Zach Lawrence gets another one just a few inches from the goal line. So you can tell it's been a worksman-like period for St. Catharines.
And it just goes to show you that the goals are right in front of the net. 10 feet in front of the net is where you want to go. If you're a player like Stumple, for example, if you want to get goals and you're having a lot of trouble getting those goals, park yourself 10 feet in front of the net or even right in front of the goalie. The goals, they might not come right away, but they will eventually come.
Let's see if the Avalanche can heed your words. Face-off coming inside. Bailey Stumpo now receiving a penalty for roughing after the whistle as he was getting into it with some of the Falcon players. Probably not too happy with the start for his team, trying to shake it up a little bit. But it's the second power play as the first one was converted on by the Falcons. 6:27, and now it starts up at the point. MacArthur has it. Tyler MacArthur, the big defenseman, shoots that one off the skate of Adam Mayer. Now MacArthur gets it back. Over to his defenseman partner, Tyler MacArthur. At the point again. Smolsky to MacArthur. Fires that one on the one-time shot from the off wing. Nice save from Tanner Shepard. That was Dakota Muskolsky letting that one rip. Regrouping are the Falcons. They try to go down another rush. 1:25 remaining in this power play. Bad pass. Adam Mayer intercepts but can't get it down the ice as MacArthur makes a nice little pass to Muskolsky. Just stays onside. Nice move by Muskolsky. He tries to get around McPhee. That one off the back of the net as Luka Muskolsky try to make the play. Back to the point. Now on the half court, Michael Davies. MacArthur gets the pass to Michael Davies. Davies at the right circle. He shoots that one. That one deflected high right at the side of the net and dumped down and missing the defenseman MacArthur. Derek Raposo got it out. Busby makes the play to Luka Smolsky. He has Davies on his left. He rushes in. Davies shoots that one on goal. That one was a nice pass in front by Luka Smolsky, but he just missed his man as Davies was going to the front of the net. Davies gets the puck back. He makes a deke move but can't get around as Muskolsky gets it. Nice little pass to the other side as Jaleel Adams has it. He's got a power play goal tonight. Jaleel Adams still with the puck along the right side boards. Tries to make a pass in front and missing it. Tanner Ferreira let it go for Hikaj, who got a little mixed up with his signals. Coming back in Ferreira. He's got Jaleel Adams in front. Ferreira goes around the net. Ferreira back in front. Nice pass. Just missed. What a one-time shot. And another miss from the Falcons as the power play now over. 4:25 left. Croucher throws that one in. He goes for a skate to get it back. Hikach trying to make the play around. Battle along the boards. Now pass back to Dirk Static, who dumps that one in purposely wide. Croucher comes it along the right side. Driving May throws it intentionally wide again. Battling for the puck. The Avalanche having a hard time getting any traffic, and a penalty coming up for the Falcons as Tanner Shepard goes to the bench. On the ice now, Ben Hadanaka. Still the pressure going on for the Avalanche, and finally touched up by Jaleel Adams as the Falcons will be handed their first penalty of the night. Avalanche their first power play.
And the Avalanche finally got some offensive pressure. They got a bit of a setup going, but they weren't able to get shots on net. They weren't able to get too much going into the middle. They basically worked the outside, which if you're St. Catharines, that's what you want. It's so hard to score from the outside. And hopefully they can take that and use it on this power play.
And that's kind of what you'd expected from the Falcons. As you said, they have a lot of penalty minutes, and if they work them down low, they'll just go bound to be taking some angry penalties. Avalanche start off with the puck in the zone, and McPhee has it bounced just out of the line as it hit him in the stick, and he just couldn't corral it. Man in the box right now is Arbor Hikaj for the Falcons. Yanni Skroplis dumps that one in, but off the stick of Tristan Najong. Yanni Skroplis tries to make the play, but it bounces on him, and Dirk Static spins with it, but keeps the puck. He's at the point to Yanni Skroplis now, number 88. Dirk Static misses the puck, and that one's deflected up and just out of play by Evan Miller. So a nice stick from number 14, preventing any kind of shot or pass from Dirk Static.
It was unfortunate that puck bounced on Dirk. And a great heads-up play from Miller. He saw that he didn't have full possession, so he pressured him. He got his stick in the lane, and he bought his team another face-off, and hopefully some more time to kill off if they can send it down on a face-off win.
Lou Croucher in the draw. He wins it, but with help from his wingers. Caleb McPhee, Tanner Bernanke to Romeo. Now for Liam Van Loon, leading goal scorer for the Avalanche. Romeo fans on the shot. That one shot by Cal Kennery, almost found a man in front. Tanner Bernanke tries to go in the slot to Cal Kennery. Shoots, just missed on Savory. Tanner Bernanke, he's down low. He has Romeo at the point. Passes it to number 8, Romeo. Now to Liam Van Loon, he's got a wicked release. Nice move to the inside. Nice pass. Lou Croucher just missed it, almost a tap in. Oh, one too many passes for the Avalanche, and that would have been a goal. Romeo and Croucher battling for it. Van Loon gets it back. Spin move, and he falls over as St. Catharines gets a little lucky as Savory was out of position. Croucher throws that one in. Going behind the net, MacArthur tries to dump it out, but Liam Van Loon keeps it in. Romeo at the point for the Avalanche. Power play still has 28 seconds left. The period is 2:15. Romeo shoots that one, blocked, deflected just wide by Kyle Kennery, and then dumped down and out of the zone by St. Catharines.
And poor Kyle Kennery, he had the chance to tap into an empty net. He and Croucher, and none of them can get the stick on it. The defense are getting tight on the forwards down in front of the net, and they're not letting them get many options down low, especially when they try to make a quick little deke move and then try to take a shot.
Arbor Hikaj out of the box. A bad pass from Dirk Static. Pass in front of Michael Davies. Shoots, scores! Short side on a bad pass. Dirk Static fanned on it. Couldn't find his man, but Michael Davies steps in. And it's 3-0 for one of the best offensive teams in the league.
And what a one-handed pass from Evan Miller. He had the man Tanner all over him, and he just flicked it with his wrist over to Davies, who shot it short side. And unfortunately for Shepherd, this period's not going to get any better for him.
You can't blame him on all 3 goals, as 2 of them were caused because of bad turnovers, and this one was another bad turnover. That's 3 turnovers that have led to goals for St. Catharines. So definitely not a coach's period, that's for sure. Avalanche trying to go out with it. Bridgewater just stays on side. Skroplis shoots that one, but it deflects off the foot of Perth Swick, and it goes into the netting. 1:23 left in this first 3-0 period. If the Avalanche can better themselves in the next 2 periods and take a win, they will actually move to first in the Golden Horseshoe division, as this is, like we mentioned at the beginning, a battle of the best in the Golden Horseshoes. That one shot as Yanni Skroplis made a nice move to the inside, but Owen Savory made a couple stops. That one's played out by St. Kitts, and now Miskolski plays it on the line. Miskolski, nice little move to the inside, shoots that one, goes to the slot, fired that one by Busby, and a nice blocking arm save, dropping his stick was Tanner Shepherd. That was a hard enough shot to make him drop the goaltending stick. As now Derek Raposo plays a dangerous pass up the middle, and just missing that was the swipe by Caleb McPhee, but he does get the puck back as Tanner Shepherd out of his net, and Caleb McPhee probably didn't see him. He played the puck maybe a little too much, but he's able to dump it off, and he and Raposo go to the bench. 40 seconds remaining in this first period. Miskolski has it. He fires that one in off the foot of Noah Romeo. Tanner Bernanke flips it off the boards. Romeo to now Yanni Skroplis, who makes an outlet pass. Oh, dangerous one picked off. And now coming in is Carson Eden. Carson Eden to the outside on Bernanke, who bodies him very well and gets him off the puck. Skroplis, a long shift. He saw a nice hit on Tanner Main. Another one on number 10. That one shot on goal. Nice tip. And a great save by Mitch off of Mitch Pellerin. Tanner Main shoots that one, just missing the goal. 5 seconds left. Going for the ball. Goal. Busby shoots that one just wide. Croucher in his feet. And Pellerin takes one last whack at it, as it was almost a 4-0 lead. But this first period ends after a flurry of stops from Tanner Shepard. 3-0 for St. Catharines. We'll be back with the second period. And welcome back to the second period here at the Morgan Firestone Arena. The Ancaster Avalanche trailing the St. Catharines Falcons after the first period with a score of 3-0. 2 power play goals coming in that period, as Jaleel Adams scored the first one, Zach Lawrence the second, and then Michael Davies scored the third, as it was a 5-on-5 goal. He's now got 32 points on the season, 13 goals. He's definitely having one hell of a year for the Falcons. So we're going to start off this second period at center ice. You're back with Peyton Howlett and Eric Howlett. So Eric, what exactly do the Avalanche need to do here in the second period to start off better than they did in the first period?
Well, first and foremost, they need to make better passes. Throughout the whole first period, they weren't making very good passes. They were passing to each other's feet. They were passing behind each other, out of each other's reach. And all you have to do if you're St. Catharines forward is just step up and take the stick, and all of a sudden now you've got a turnover and you've got the puck.
We'll see if Ken was able to instill any fear in his players for any worse of a period. As the Avalanche started off with a face-off win, but at center ice the puck is bouncing around. MacArthur tries to swipe at it, and Smolsky plays on back as MacArthur has it in his own zone, and Lucas Smolsky just misses as his brother was going and making a little spin for the ice. Tyler MacArthur comes in, dumps it in on his backhand, he backs off. Tanner Bernecki plays that one over to Romeo. Liam Van Loon trying to one-hand chip that one around. Tyler MacArthur plays it down, but taken away by Nick Bro. Bro makes the pass up, tipped in by Luke Croucher. Van Loon goes on as he tries to pressure, and MacArthur almost gave it away to him. Up along the boards, Lucas Smolsky just misses it, and back into the zone for the Avalanche. As Taylor McPhee, he's ridden hard into the boards by Miskolsky. Liam Van Loon, a hard shot, but from out wide. From there, it's a very easy save for Owen Savory. Turnover right in front. Ben Hanaka trying to make a move. Here comes Yoni Skroplis. He just missed high short side on Owen Savory. What a turnover for the Avalanche. They had an early shot to make this a 3-1 deficit. Michael Davies shoots off the goalpost. A near miss at one and a near miss at the other, as Michael Davies nails the red post past Tanner Shepard. He has one tonight, almost had two. Bridgewater passes that to Skroplis. It bounces. He puts the backhand in, and Skroplis now has the puck. A penalty coming up to the St. Catharines Falcons. I don't think Tanner Shepard realizes it, and he's finally being called to the bench as the Avalanche work behind the net, and that one's intercepted as the Avalanche will go to their second power play of the game.
And DeJong with a bad little play in his own end, turned it over. Yanni Skroplis hits the red iron. The Falcons then counterattack, go up the ice, and they almost get their own goal after Michael Davies shot it off the post. 2 posts, and a penalty that was taken after some laziness from the Falcons, and now the Avalanche are going to try and score on the power play.
That is Perth Swick, the defenseman. He's in the box for 2 or less. Liam Van Loon gets the puck. Possession for the Avalanche at the line. Bernecki to Romeo. No, Romeo. Pass it back to Bernecki at the point. Tanner Bernecki spins around with Romeo. Back pass to Romeo. Romeo puts it into the feet of Van Loon, who has a hard time controlling it, but does get control. Van Loon, he passes that one in front. Nice pass to Kennery. But it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2, and dumping it down was Busby, giving a little shot to Bernecki on his way by. The Falcons change up. Avalanche still with their same 5 on the ice. Van Loon, the pass was poorly directed right into his feet, and Van Loon couldn't even see it as the Falcons go back in the zone, short-handed. Bernecki then spins around to try to regroup for the Avalanche. As up at the blue line for the Falcons blue line, you have Matthew Bridgewater poaching. Romeo, nice cross-ice pass. He finds Van Loon. Van Loon, number 21 for the Avalanche. Nice pass to number 4, Ben Hadanaka. Ben Hadanaka along the left side boards to Liam Van Loon to Dirk Stadig. Stadig shoots that one, deflected by Bridgewater, but a nice save by Owen Savory. 47 seconds left in this infraction to the Falcons.
Make some noise in your memory. Once you know the Falcons pizza, big hands against the crossbar.
All you at home, make some noise too for your Avalanche. I'll help cheer them on. Face off one, Kalen McPhee has it. Power play has 40 seconds remaining. Back to Dirk Stadig. Dirk Stadig winds up the slap shot. Nice pad save. Kalen McPhee has it, but he can't take the shot. Oh man, if he was a right-handed shot, that would have been in the back of the net as Owen Saber let out a big rebound. Ben Hadanaka battling for it. He's got speed and skill. Hadanaka in the slot shoots, deflected in front, just missed. As Matthew Bridgewater just shot it wide. Yanni Skropoulos. Some good pressure from the Avalanche right now. Across ice pass. Karen McPhee can't get it. Dirk Stadig now. At the point, he shoots that one just wide. Ben Hadanaka battles. Tyler MacArthur tries to get out of it. He can't. Karen McPhee kept it in. Bridgewater down low. Back in front. No Avalanche in sight. And the power play now over for the Ancaster Avalanche. Definitely not a wasted one, and momentum will surely be with the Avs right now. Adam Mayer throws that one off of De Jong. He goes against McCarthy. He's still on from the penalty kill, but it's a long change and it'll be hard for him to get off.
And what the Avs did right in that power play was they moved the puck around. They got the Falcons defenders chasing the puck. They got a few shots on that, which is also key. They did not do that very well in the first power play opportunity. And right now, they've got their legs moving, and that's really put St. Catharines a bit on their heels.
Bailey Stumpo has the puck, tried to pass it to Mayer, but intercepted as Zach Lawrence got the puck back to the point. Made, and now it's Busby as a man in front, but can't get almost deflected in his own net by Drivin May. That puck just batted wide by number 90. And now a penalty coming up as St. Catharines is going to take another penalty. Bailey Stumpo had lost a glove and his stick. Looks like it might be a roughing call.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder of tonight's Brassy Pub Shoot-Around.
Not quite sure who got it. Maybe Bailey Stumpo going.
If you have number 182786, you are the lucky shoot-around.
Not quite sure who got the penalty there. The referee did have his arm up. And the Ancaster Avalanche are having the face-off in the zone. They had there's two players now going to the box, as it was Zach Lawrence and Carson Eden both going to the box. Not quite sure what it was for. It looked like one was a boarding call. Tristan De Jong has the puck. Can't play that now. Romeo shoots, deflected off the shoulder. A tricky save to make for Owen Savory, but he made it nonetheless. And that one's cleared down. Back to Tanner Shepard, who makes the little play to keep it to Romeo. Romeo passes it over to Bernecki. Sees Liam Van Loon cross ice. Van Loon trying to get around Swick. He can't. Dump down as the Avalanche fail to get possession inside the zone. Tanner Bernecki passes that one up. Nice little play to Kyle Kennery, who can't take the pass cleanly, and it's cleared out again by St. Kitts.
And St. Catharines is clogging the middle. They're standing up their blue line.
Okay, with behind the net, Michael Davies! Almost a short-handed goal. He's still going for it. What a bad turnover by Romeo and Bernecki. A drop pass to absolutely no one, and good thing Tanner Shepard was a half second early to the play, as that would have been a tap-in for Davies.
And the penalty killing unit for St. Catharines has been a nightmare. They're giving the defense headaches. They're being aggressive. They're getting onto the play, and that was just a horrible turnover from the Ancaster power play unit. They need to be sharper in their own end.
And like I said, it's a good thing that Tanner Shepard was slightly paying attention. He's not expecting that kind of play to happen, but he did make the pad save on Davies. Ben Hadanaka breaks into the zone. 55 seconds remaining in the penalty, and that one's deflected up and out of play.
At 4:44.
As Evan Miller, that was Arbor
Avalanche once again
deflected off of Ben Hadanaka's stick, bringing the face-off outside. 51 seconds remaining on the power play. 14:07 here in the second. Still a 3-0 score for the Falcons over the Avalanche. Ben Hadanaka loses that, and it's shot down the ice. Another good 10 seconds killed off by the Falcons penalty killers. Dirk Stadig sees Bridgewater, but passes off to Yanni Skropos, who then dumps it in. Ben Hadanaka goes after it as Owen Savory stops the puck behind his own goal. Kalen McPhee making the play to stop the puck from bouncing behind him. But a nice play by Jaleel Adams. He's got a power play goal tonight, and now passing off. Shot that one into traffic, and a nice save from Tanner Shepard off of Evan Miller on a nice drop pass from Jaleel Adams. So now not only are the Avalanche turning it over, the Falcons are starting to outshoot them on their own power play.
And the Falcons have been doing a good job of turning the puck over on the penalty kill. They've actually gotten quite a few offensive opportunities on the penalty kill. Just goes to show you why they're second best in the league. They're hound dogging the puck, and the Avalanche are just having way too much trouble setting up.
Avalanche finding the zone. Liam Van Loon gets it. Derek Proposo tries to play it in as he's hounded hard by Evan Miller. Nick Pro makes a pass into the center. Penalty now over. 13-3 remaining. Nick Pro shot it off the side, and another penalty coming up. The Falcons just finished getting off the penalty kill, and they're going right back. Nick Bro plays that one behind. Luke Croucher has it in the corner, trying to make the play. He can't get around Tanner Main, and another penalty coming up, and the Avalanche have to be careful here. They don't want to take a retaliatory one. As they're going to get their third power play. At this point, you almost got to wonder if they want to veto this power play.
They have not looked very good so far, especially on that last power play. They weren't even able to really get a good setup going. St. Catharines just that good on the penalty kill. And as I mentioned earlier, St. Catharines likes to take a lot of penalties. They had 560 coming into this game. And if they can find a way to break through on that stellar penalty killing, then I feel that they can get some momentum and possibly get back in this game.
Jaleel Adams in the penalty box, but Michael Davies going around. Davies on the backhand. He's causing a lot of trouble for Bernecki and Romeo again. Liam Van Loon and Romeo collide, and Michael Davies gets the puck. Plays that one back to his defenseman. MacArthur dumps that one down. Another poor start to the power play. Michael Davies coming in hard on Bernecki, who gives it away. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Empty net on the side, but good thing no Falcons were near the puck, as Shepard never even saw it. Liam Van Loon deking his way in. Van Loon going around, backhand shot. Savory makes a simple stop. Goes down the ice. Bernecki being pressured hard by Ferreira. Derek Raposo back to Bernecki. Bernecki still on the power play, 1:09 remaining. Bernecki almost turned it over, but Ben Hadanaka goes in. Hadanaka on De Jong, he spins. Hadanaka got it off the stick, and that one shot deflected just wide by Matthew Bridgewater. Hadanaka tried to bat that one in front, and finally cleared down the ice by Perswick.
And for the Avalanche, their power play, it's almost like a shot, then dump. They take a shot, then it gets dumped back down there, then they have to go up, try and take another shot, and it gets dumped right back down. They're not having much opportunities.
Yanni Skropos, nice move to the inside. Skropos can't get the puck, and Bridgewater just misses it as well. As Perlick dumps it down the ice again. 20 seconds remaining in this disastrous Ancaster power play so far. Yanni Skropos, number 88, for the Avalanche coming through the zone. He breaks the blue line. He's covered hard by Perlick. McPhee, hard pass over to Dirk Stadig. He takes the shot and he misses high, short side. Ben Hadanaka goes into the slot. He's covered by Perlick. Shot deflected, and just missing that as the power play now over for the Avalanche. Skropos tries to feed the point. McPhee plays it back into Skropos. That one's missed and played down. Ben Hadanaka steals. Hadanaka in the slot, just missed. Oh, what a turnover from Tyler MacArthur. Number 55 for the Falcons almost gave Hadanaka a clear shot at a goal. Adam Mayer, number 10. He spins on his backhand with Mitch Pellerin right on him. There's a melee in the corner right now for the puck. Referee finally blows it down, and the Avalanche will keep a face-off in the St. Catharines zone.
And Tyler MacArthur did a little flip pass to no one in particular, probably just trying to dump the puck out. A risky play. He didn't get along. In fact, he fanned on the pass, and Hatton just had to glove it down. Got a free shot. He actually had a player on the other side. He could have tried to pass to, but he elected for the shot. It's always good to take a shot when you're about 15 feet in front, but unfortunately, they just could not crack or win Savory.
That puck luck still not going the way for the Avalanche. Even on turnovers that are clear-cut ones, they're still not able to get anything going, unlike what they normally do in most games.
Definitely
now
not.
Shot deflected by Adam Mayer just wide as Romeo took the shot. Fouled in the corner, Adam Mayer throws a hit. Evan Miller misses the puck, and Evan Ilko spins. Evan Miller trying to get the puck away from Ilko's does. And that one's played back by Carson Eden. Evan Miller spins around. Now Busby has it. Not Busby. Gives it away. Evan Ilkos goes for the shot. He loses his stick. That one shot deflected. Oh, rebound. Owen Savory made the first save. And the second one laid in the crease. Owen Savory, he's definitely getting the puck luck tonight.
And Bailey Stubbo had another chance to get his first goal, but of course for him, it's been that kind of season. He just missed the puck.
The second time the Avalanche, maybe a little bit too much passing, just misses a goal. And now Bailey Stumpo gets the puck to Noah Romeo, who can't get it past Maine, deflected. And it looks like a too many men call coming to St. Catharines.
And once again, another penalty taken from the St. Catharines team. It's amazing to think that they've had such a good penalty kill, yet they keep taking penalties.
Well, if you're that good, maybe you're that good. Even if you take a lot of penalties, it's not as big a deal. But you've definitely got to think that second best penalty kill, largely in part to number 31 in net, Owen Savory.
And that's usually how it is. Usually the goal is the number one defenseman in any situation.
Face-off one on a scrum by Ben Hatanaka. Tanner Bernecki gets it, shoots that one, and a low glove save. Owen Savory seeing that one perfectly right into his trapper. 9:20 left in this second period. Still a 3-0 score for the Falcons. And the Avalanche have got to have a better power play. This is their fourth of the night. Still have yet to crack this amazing defense for the Falcons. Ben Hatanaka loses that one cleanly off the stick of Van Loon. Bernecki keeps it in. He sees McPhee, the power play now mixing it up a little bit. That one shot just wide by McPhee as Bernecki's now with number 3 instead of Noah Romeo. Van Loon gets the pass back, shoots that one, blocked. Too many men in front. Van Loon can't get it through. Bernecki at the point. Kalen McPhee. He spins over to Van Loon. He's surveyed and by Dintino. Now it's back. Bernecki to McPhee. To Bernecki. Over to McPhee. Van Loon gets it. Nice cross slice. Oh, Kalen McPhee just fanned on the shot. It would have been a great chance to score that one. The puck deflected out, and Van Loon is chased by Dintino out of the zone. Miskolski gets a little hit on Van Loon and steals the puck. The Falcons keep it deep as the rest of the penalty killers for St. Catharines make a change. Nice penalty killing work by Miskolki as he took a lot of time off there. Back into the zone. It's Luke Croucher. Just misses McPhee, who stepped up and dumped all the way down the ice again by the Falcons.
And Dean Tino on that last little play, he might have saved the goal. Bernecki was alone in the slot. He just got his stick into the hands, and he definitely saved what could have been a great opportunity for the Avalanche.
Noah Romeo dumps it in. He looks like he got a stick into the facial region as he was holding his face. Donnie Skropis, one-touch pass back to Dirk Static. 19 seconds still remaining. That one deflected wide by Tanner Ferreira. That one played out on a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Going up to the net, Ferreira. Oh, nice play by Dirk Static. Skropis and clears it from the front as Bro trips over the feet of Dirk Static, but the Falcons still get it back. 4 seconds left as this penalty kill over in another unsuccessful power play for the Avalanche. Number 4-0 right now for Ancaster. Tyler MacArthur plays that one up. Davies can't get the puck. Yanni Skropis. He's got 2 men back with him, but he's facing a nice big hit What a big hit by a little guy on the big defenseman, Tyler MacArthur. Bro throws his weight around as he hits Carson Eden. MacArthur, nice pass up to the middle. Falcons go in, it's Eden. He shoots it, battles with Draven May, and then Bro dumps that one out of the blue line. Yanni Skropos just misses it, offside, but the Falcons touch back up. Draven May passes that one, oh, and he just got the stick of Ilkos. A turnover now, Jaleel Adams coming in. Jaleel Adams passes that one off, stopped by Tanner Shepard and clear away from the net by Dirk Static. Nick Bro tries to get it to the point, just kept in at the blue line by Tanner Main, but then Evan Ilkos was able to get the puck out.
Right now the Avalanche are trying to revert back to themselves from the first period. They're having trouble making passes. They fixed that early on in the second period, but unfortunately they're not making very good smart passes. They're banking off the glass to no one, and they're not getting any good plays starting.
A collision with Kyle Kennery and Herlick, but now back in front of the net, just missing that, as Jaleel Adams would have had a wide open net if it got to him. And now coming in, Liam Van Loon off the bench. He's hauled down by Tanner Main, but no penalty call. Tanner Main dropped his stick, and now Perlick has the puck. Noah Perlick passes that one up, and Tanner Bernecki gives it up to Raposo. Nice little touch pass to Van Loon, who gives it to Croucher. Croucher shoots short side off the goalpost, rebound again, and that one behind the goaltender, Savory, but not into the net somehow. That puck didn't cross the line according to the referee.
For tonight's shoot-around.
And of course, Gasco and Savory, he definitely made the save.
Luke, I'm pretty sure thought he scored on that one. His hands went in the air momentarily.
Yeah.
But that was a great outside rush from the Avalanche. They got some nice pressure for a few moments there. They just can't seem to find out what his weak spot is. Owen Savory just seems to have no weak spots tonight.
Where's the video review? We're not going to get a video review for that goal?
Come on, Ken, pull up the schematics.
Yeah, come on. Play that one back up. Outstretched pass just misses Nathan Smilsky. Luke Croucher goes behind the net, but Lucas Smilsky gets the puck back. DeJong pressured by Liam Van Loon as he gets the stick on it, and now back in front. The brothers play catch that one back in front of them. Miskolski can't get the puck. It's in the feet. Raposo tries to get it out, but DeJong keeps it in. Nice play by Tristan DeJong. Nathan to DeJong, and that one a shot save made. Lucas in the corner. That one's clear away. Avalanche trying to make an outlet pass as Liam Van Loon just missed it. Tanner Bernecki, he's hit, and he goes off balance. It's a 3-on-1 coming down low. Here comes Michael Davies. Pass that one in front. Shoots. Great save by Tanner Shepard, who read it perfectly. Michael Davies passed that one across. And it was Nathan Smilsky who went to the net. And he was denied by number 30, Tanner Shepard.
What a bad turnover from Tanner Bernecki. He fell down, went to go swipe at it. He completely missed it, and that calls a 3-on-1 turnover. They had Dakota Miskolski in the slot that he could try to drop pass, but luckily Tanner Shepard was there to bail out the Avalanche.
Yanni Skropos just misses an outlet pass, and now Tyler MacArthur gets it. He passes it up. Michael Davies sees a man going to the net, but intercepted by Kalen McPhee. Going to the corner, Romeo Dentino. He can't get the puck. As Hadanaka played it to Kalen McPhee, the defenseman rushing up. Tyler MacArthur bodies him off and pass back. Nice play as Hikaj turned it over to Bridgewater, now behind the net for the Avalanche. Oh, and Ben Hadanaka goes flying back first as he ran into to Dentino behind the net. MacArthur, the big man moving in. Michael Davies, nice little move. He's on the circle, shoots that one right in front, and now MacArthur has it back. Noah Romeo plays the puck back out of the zone as Yanni Skropos is hit off the puck by Tyler MacArthur. Hikaj turns that one over as Adam Mayer had it hit him. He unfortunately bounced to the boards instead of in front. Mayer passes it in front, just misses Ilkos as he went crashing to the net. Dirk Static behind the net. Kyle Kennery tries to play it in front. Owen Savory gets a stick on it. MacArthur and Mayer battling. 3:17 left in the second period. The Falcons now making exit as Noah Perlick dumps someone in right on Shepard, who makes a blocking arm save.
What a smart play from Adam Mayer. He gets a turnover, notices his teammates are changing, so he sits at the circle, waits for reinforcements, and tries a little area pass through the crease that just couldn't work.
Busby shot, nice save by the right pad of Tanner Shepard. Back to the point, Tanner Main. He shoots it intentionally wide. Noah Perlick tries to find his man in the slot, Evan Miller, but he finds Busby. Busby shoots, just miss high. Dirk Static swiping at it one-handed. Kyle Kennery goes for a hit on Evan Miller and misses. Played back behind the net. Dirk Static, he's being hounded hard by Carson Eden, but then cleared out of the zone by the Avalanche. 2:28 remaining in this second frame. Tanner Main for the Falcons. Passes it up. Nice little tip play by Mitch Pellerin. Hatanaka has it in his feet and he loses it. Played back out as Pellerin plays it back to his defenseman, Busby, who plays it over to Main. Back to Matt Busby. Jaleel Adams got a power play goal tonight. Mitch Pellerin around the Avalanche net. He's hit hard off the puck by Derek Raposo. Liam Van Loon lost a little bit of an edge there, losing control. And another penalty coming up to the Falcons. And it looks like it's going to be a tripping call. A slashing call actually coming here. And it's Jaleel Adams going to the box for the second time tonight. 1:47 remaining, so if the Avalanche are successful in this power play, they will have, if they're not successful, pardon me, they will have 13 seconds remaining on it. And not exactly a good time to have it. And another penalty coming up, a hooking call. And the Avalanche have just negated their fifth power play of the night, Yanni Skropoulos, going to the penalty box. So that was a good 3-second power play. What do you want to tell me about the 3 seconds that they had on power play?
Oh, well, they had possession for about 2 seconds, and then...
That's good, yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't mean anything because they just negated their own power play. It's 4-on-4 now in their own end. Liam Van Loon with a nice breakout to get the power play going, as it was Jaleel Adams who took a little slash to his hands, and then Yanni Skropoulos 2 seconds off in the face-off, he trips up his man, and
it's almost a breakaway 4-on-4, but Liam Van Loon can't get the pass from Luke Croucher. Croucher comes in, shoots deflected wide off of Tristan DeJong. Dirk Stadig cautiously backs off. Coming in Muskolke on the offside wing, he shoots that one wide. Goes all the way around the ice, and Liam Van Loon battling in the corner as Perth Swick giving him an extra shot. Muskolke plays out to the center of the ice as Lukas Smilski goes into the zone. He's on the left side boards. Lukas Smilski nicely moved to the inside. He loses control. Luke Croucher now going out. It's a 3-on-2 for the Avalanche. Croucher dumps it in past Tyler MacArthur. Owen Savory plays the puck behind, gives it away to the defenseman Kalen McPhee, and the goal stick knocked right out of the hands of the goaltender Savory, so a chance for the Avalanche to take advantage. Another penalty coming up as Dakota Muskolke is going to take a hooking call. So another power play coming up. Ben Hanak in the slot. Benaka shoots, he just misses wide. Tanner Bernecki back to the point. 5 attackers on for the Avalanche as Tanner Shepard now out of the net. Bernecki and Bro switch. Bernecki over to Hatanaka. Pass on down to McPhee. Back to Hatanaka. Fans. Bro has the shot in the slot. He shoots. Save by the goaltender Savory. Puck picked up by the Avalanche, but it's finally called. 10 seconds remaining in the second period. So a 10-second window opportunity for the Avalanche to get one on the board.
I can imagine if they do score in the 10 seconds they have left, that'll definitely be a momentum builder going into the third period. They need to find some way to get through on this power play. They've had way too many chances. They're way too good of a team, scoring 4 goals per game. They need to find a way to get through, whether it be a dirty goal or a skill goal. They need someone to step up and finally break through.
And it's not often you get to see a 4-on-3 power play, but the faceoff won and cleared immediately out of the zone, actually into the meshing by Tyler MacArthur.
2 minutes for slashing. Dakota Muskolke at 19.
Pardon me, the penalty was not hooking, it was a slashing call. 6 seconds remaining in this 4-on-3 power play for the Avalanche. Michaela McPhee gets that one, shoots it wide, and that'll close out this second period. Still a 3-0 lead for the Falcons, but join us back for some 4-on-3 hockey here at the Morgan Firestone Arena in the third period. Hello and welcome back to the third period here at the Morgan Firestone Arena between the Ancaster Avalanche and the St. Catharines Falcons. A 3-0 lead currently for the Falcons, but a rare 4-on-3 power play coming up as we have penalties to Jaleel Adams, Yanni Skropoulos, and Dakota Miskolski. He took that one late, and there was about 10 seconds left when he took that penalty. So we're going to have some 4-on-3 action here. I'm Hayden Howell with Eric Howell bringing you this nice third period. And you think there's a comeback imminent for the Avalanche here?
Well, they took steps in the right direction during that 4-on-3 for a few moments. They have 12 seconds right now to try and get something going, try and get a goal, try and get some momentum on some early setups. But the Avalanche right now, they just have way too much going against them, and they need to fix all those problems in this third period.
So 5 seconds remaining in the penalty to Jaleel Adams. Van Loon has it as Avalanche in the zone. Pass it over to Dirk Static. That one just misses the front as Tanner Bernecki missed it, and the first penalty now over. And now a 5-on-4 power play going to come for the Avalanche as now Yanni Skropoulos out of the box. Tanner Bernecki to the point. He has Dirk Static. Van Loon to Dirk Static. Shot! A nice one-time slap shot, but Owen Savory saw it right into his glove.
And unfortunately, Ben Hatanaka, he just went over to Dirk Static, said, keep it low. But the way he shot it was a little too high, and Hatanaka, he's not a big guy, so he's not going to be able to take the eyes away from Owen Savory. But that's what they need to do. They need to get in front of the net and get in the eyes of Savory. He's seeing way too much.
Ben Hatanaka tries to scrum the draw, but loses it, and that one is deflected down by Tyler MacArthur. Dirk Static with the puck. 1 minute remaining in this power play for the Avalanche. Van Loon takes a hard pass and chips on up for Luke Croucher. Goes behind the defenseman Hikaj, and it's played back to the point by Croucher to Static. Static shoots that one through a crowd and just misses right on Savory. Van Loon can't keep the puck in as Dirk Static tries, and it's a short-handed almost breakaway. Nice play by Liam Van Loon getting back as Michael Davies had a for sure short-handed breakaway. Luke Croucher comes in. It's a 4-on-2. Here comes Bernecki. Pass out across, fan wide. One too many passes again from the Avalanche, and that one was fanned on by Ben Hatanaka.
What a golden opportunity at the side of the net. Van Loon tried to get it to him, but Hatanaka just missed it. They really could have used that goal.
Avalanche touch up on an offside call. As back in the zone is Tristan DeJong. He plays it to Romeo. Noah Romeo up to Nick Bro. DeJong deflects that one through center ice as Kalen McPhee goes back. Now 2 minutes gone in this third period. Shoved down to the ice. Mitch Pellerin made a nice play. Turned over in front. Pellerin tries to find Miskolki, and he does. Back into the slot. Perlick just misses that as he had to spin around as Bro pressured him. Pellerin now gives out to Swick. Noah Perlick tries to get a puck back, but it's along the boards from Mitch Pellerin. Dirk Static has that one deflect off the boards and over the glass and out of play.
Right now, the Avalanche, they need to get some better breakout passes. They've been getting intercepted way too often by St. Catharines. The middle's just not open to them. They need to find a different way, whether that be chipping it over and racing to it, or just getting simple little touch passes to themselves through the center. But right now they're having too much trouble getting that first breakout pass.
Avalanche finally get it out as Tanner Main has it taken away from it. Evan Ilkos goes racing after, but Owen Savory with a nice backhand shot almost to get that one out of the zone. The goaltender coming up clutch there on a turnover. Owen Savory, he's been pretty good at handling the puck tonight. He puts that one around to Davies, who misses it. Davies then plays that one up around Raposo. It's Ferreira going in. And that is going to be called an icing, even though it looked like Ferreira may have had a step on the defenseman.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please put your hands together for Frostbite. He's got some delicious Domino's pizza he'd like to get rid of. But he needs to hear some noise. Give it louder. Still can't hear you.
Face off coming to the left of Owen Savory in the St. Catharines zone. Ben Hadanaka tries to scrum the draw and loses it. Tanner Bernecki has it. Bernecki trying to play that one in. He can. He's outbounded, but Dirk Static gets the puck in the center ice. 16:50 remaining in the period. Dirk Static, Matthew Bridgewater, that is, going in. He loses the puck as Hikaj plays that along the boards. Static and Bridgewater going. Static pumps it. Can't take the shot going to the center ice. Fire! Nice left pad save. What a nice stop by Owen Savory in the low slot. Liam Van Loon back to the point. Dirk Static shoots that one. Deflected, never even made it on goal. Van Loon trying to get a stick on it. He can't as Carson Eden throws that one in. Tanner Shepard goes to play it. He plays it along the boards. Nick Rowe loses the puck battle as Tanner Bernecki is able to take the puck. Bernecki behind his own goal. Dirk Static didn't see it, but he goes to play it right back to the defenseman, and a big hit by Carson Eden on Dirk Static, who's slow to get up. Nick Bro now flicks that one up. He sees Yanni Skropoulos. It's onside, but it's intercepted by Tyler MacArthur, the big defenseman. Now play back up. Dirk Static can't get it out. Pellerin has a man in front, and he can't get it to Carson Eden as it's stick played away by Tanner Shepard. Nick Bro battling along the boards. He beats Jaleel Edom to the puck. Adams to the puck. MacArthur, nice little play to Adams. Spins around in his own zone. Bad passes. He misses MacArthur and Croucher on the prowl there. Can't get it. Yanni Skropoulos steals. Skropoulos into the slot. Pass off to Bro. Bro over and off the skate of Croucher. He can't take the shot. Back into the slot. Kayla McPhee gets it, but no one getting good one on it. Don't shot through a maze and just missed wide. Kayla McPhee slap shot and he fanned on it. It goes wide. Avalanche with some pressure now. Noah Romeo can't keep the puck in. Croucher tries to, and he does keep it in. Croucher, hard pass that was a little too high, but Yanni Skropoulos keeps it in. So does McPhee. Skropoulos down to the boards to Bro. He's down behind the goal line, and a pass intercepted by Carson Eden. Eden, who then dumps that one in off the blocking arm. Tanner Shepard clearly didn't mean to do that. Gave a reaction as to,
Ladies and gentlemen,
didn't mean for that to happen.
your program, Sandy.
I'm sure he would have rather to just hand to the corner and hope for his defenseman to get it. But the Avalanche did a good job there. They got a groove going. They got some offensive pressure. But once again, they couldn't do much with it. They need to start putting that puck on net and just scrumming it and hopefully get a dirty goal.
Face-off won by the Falcons, and now Adam Mayer and Kyle Kennery try to battle for it. It's kept in by Perlick. Driving May goes around the boards. It's intercepted by Perlick, and Bailey Stumpo does a big hit. Perlick loses control as it was poked away. Now Tanner Main goes back. Tanner Main and DeJong. Tristan DeJong has the puck. Pass it over to Tanner Main. Nice outlet pass into the middle as Evan Miller tried to keep it, but Derek Raposo pass it up to Kyle Kennery on a counterattack. Kyle Kennery, stick lifted, and that one deflected easily away by Owen Savory. Adam Mayer battling on the boards. Tristan DeJong loses it to Bailey Stumpo. Back to Adam Mayer, who once again loses control of the puck. And now coming up is Noah Perlick. Perlick dumps it in, and his mates go off for a change, with Evan Miller being the lone forechecker. Nice little back pass. Now Kyle Kennery gets the puck. Kennery, nice move. On the backhand, giveaway pass. And Falcon try to go in as Busby, the defenseman, try to go in. Made a nice little move, but Kayla McPhee gets the puck up. Now it's a 2-on-1 coming for the Avalanche. Almost a 3-on-1. Passing across to Dirk Static. He just misses as Arbor Hikash may have got a piece of that. Moskolic tries to go in, and he can't. Liam Van Loon hit off the puck as Nathan Smolsky gets that one deep. Van Loon gets the puck back. That one's gloved back in by Nathan Smilesky. And Bridgewater, another turnover pass. Here comes the defenseman Busby moving in. Behind the net. It's back in front as the Falcons credit some passing and a long shot coming from Arbor Hekaj and a glove save by Tanner Shepard. And a few words between Hekaj and Van Loon after the whistle.
The Avalanche are having too much trouble. They're trying to get too fancy. Had knockout on that 3-1. He passes it over to Dirk Static, the defenseman who jumped up. He had Bridgewater on the other side. And Bridgewater couldn't handle the pass. An easy pass from Hadanaka. The Avalanche just don't have any luck, as you mentioned earlier, going on in this game.
12:54 remaining in this third period. Still a 3-0 score. Here comes Yanni Skropos on the right side wing. Passes it in front, but Croucher was a little too far behind. Romeo plays that one in. Croucher gets the puck, tries to center it, but it's intercepted by Romeo Dintini. Pass out, Michael Davies has it. Davies one-on-one with Caleb McPhee. Nice on the move, but McPhee plays the body, and it goes right down to Shepard, who covers the puck.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the 50-50 winner to be announced. Please get out your ticket stubs.
So, Rick, what exactly did the Avalanche have to do in this third period to get back into this game?
7, 6, 1, 3, 2,
At this point in time, it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't take much just to take shots. All you need to do is just take some shots, get some low shots. Don't take the high ones. Generate some rebounds, and as I've said many times, hope for a dirty goal, because at this point in time, skill isn't working for the Avalanche.
Skill's not working, not because the skill isn't there. Unfortunately, the puck luck is not there tonight.
Exactly, the puck's not there for the skill to work.
Yes. Kind of need that for that to work out. Coming back in, Mitch Pellerin dumps it. Right on to Tanner Shepard, who blocks it, and another save as he covers the puck up. 12:08 remaining in the third period, still a 3-0 score for the Falcons, leading over the Avalanche. And it looks like the Falcons are going to extend their lead over the Avalanche. They currently have a 2-point lead, but after tonight, unless the Avalanche can mount a comeback in these next 12 minutes, it'll be a 4-point lead in the Golden Horseshoe Division. Linesman blows that one down. Face-off improperly done by the Falcons. As it's Perlick against Hadanaka. Perlick wins it cleanly after it came in on the whistle draw. That one's passed out, and Tanner Main, another time he's been dumped to the ice, this time by Liam Van Loon. Driving May goes for a hit, and he just misses his man. May then plays the puck out. Another collision between Driving May and the Falcons forward. As that was Noah Perlick who's going with Hadanaka, now in the Falcon zone. Oh, and he's hit hard! Nice big hit by Zach Lawrence. He went flying on that one. 2-on-1 coming down low. That one shoots. Nice blocking arm save by Tanner Shepard. As a low 2-on-1 came, and it was Evan Miller who took the shot. Shepard, the only reason this game isn't further out of hand.
And Driving May made a good play there. He took away the passing option, allowing Tanner to get himself square to the shooter, getting his stick on it, knock it out of play. That could have made it 4-0. That would have almost surely sealed the game for the Falcons.
Back out per Swick. Deflects out in center ice. Yanni Skropos gets it. He seems like he's had some fire in this third period, as he's definitely trying to make a difference for the Avalanche. Dirk Static off to Croucher. He just loses control and almost able to take it away. But a lot of loose pucks coming as Lucas Smilesky can't get the puck as it's dumped back in by the Avalanche. Nick Bro playing that along the boards. Owen Savory decides to pick up the puck and get a whistle.
And this is a game the Falcons want to play. They want to play a bit of a defensive game. Let the Avalanche come to you. They don't necessarily want the Avalanche to drive the play, as they've been doing very well tonight. They've been forcing them to defend, and they've also been forcing them to come at them and then dumping it out of their end and going on the counterattack all night long.
Playing along the boards. Now it's Ferreira coming in. Tanner Ferreira along the right side boards. He's checked with the stick check by Dirk Static. And falling in front, Tanner Shepard has that one bounce in front as Dintino had it just hit off his skate. Back in front, fire Ferreira. It was blocked beautifully by Adam Mayer. Block back along the boards. Pellerin to the defenseman. Tyler MacArthur, that is. Played off the boards by Kyle Kennery, and MacArthur gets it. He's hounded by Bailey Stumpo. MacArthur to Michael Davies, who misses it, and that's going to go for an icing call. 10:16 left in the third. Face-off will come back down into the Falcon zone. It'll be to the left of goaltender Owen Savory. Ben Hadanaka, who's pretty good in the draw. He tries to win an offensive zone draw here. And waving out Tanner Ferreira was the linesman.
I can't believe that.
Face off, won by the Falcons, and back down to the point. That one deflected high and wide. Tyler MacArthur now has the puck.
Tim says you guys do a great job.
Playing that one back down the ice. Kaylin McPhee now has the puck for the Avalanche. Ben Hadanaka through center. The Falcons change. Avalanche get the zone. Unfortunately, Tanner Main gets the puck as it was deflected away from the Avalanche forwards. Liam Van Loon in center. Almost a dangerous pass, but McPhee, he also fans on it as Carson Eden just avoids a big check from Hadanaka. 2-on-2. Liam Van Loon shoots that one low. Back down in front. Owen Savory had to be careful as that one took a weird deflection off the boards. But now Liam Van Loon battles with Pellerin down low as Ben Hadanaka comes out. Makes a little shoulder fake. No Romeo. Romeo shoots that one off the shin pads. Cleared back out. Carson Eden gets it. Jaleel Adams, number 98 for the Falcons, does a little spin. Decides to go back to the boards. He passes on off to Mitch Pellerin. He sees Eden in front. Can't get the pass to him as it goes off to the side of the net. Back behind the boards. Jaleel Adams in front. That one shot into the glove hand of Tanner Shepard as the shot came from Perth Swick.
No, Romeo just got standing there. He did not make a play quick enough, and unfortunately got it taken off of him. And the defense in general have not been tight enough on the point. They've been letting the Falcons play to the point, but then whenever they do that, they opens up some seams, and the Falcons have just been taking those seams and going with it as long as they possibly can.
Luke Croucher wins the draw. That one gets by the defenseman, Nick Bro. He has a man, Yanni Skropas, going to the net, but he loses it as Perswick gets... Oh, what a big hit! Yanni Skropas hits Perswick down. What a big hit. But now it's a one-on-one battle. Noah Perlick tries to go around the defenseman, Draven Main. He can't. And another big hit this time on Evan Miller by Nick Bro. That one shot blocked. And the Avalanche trying to go out. It's a 3-on-2 if they can get it. But a penalty coming behind the plate. Draven May and Noah Perlick, and that may have just caused a great offensive chance to go by the boards, as it looks like number 90 for the Avalanche will be taking a roughing penalty behind the play.
A bad penalty at a bad time. A 3-on-2 is starting for the Avalanche, but then behind the play, Draven May trying to rough up Perlick. Had he just waited a little bit and just let it slide, they would have been able to have an offensive opportunity. Then maybe after the fact, after something happens, whether it be a shot or even possibly go, then maybe go after him. But once again, an undisciplined penalty.
8:30 remaining in this third period. Still 3-0 for the Falcons over the Avalanche. Face-off coming to the left of Tanner Shepard. They still having a little difficulties with the board. No power, no penalty on the board right now. Here we go, Adam May officially being given that penalty. Adam Mayer scrums the draw, and it's cleared out by Noah Romeo. Owen Savory behind his own goal plays the puck. That one's deflected as Busby tried to get that one out, but Kyle Kennery came sliding in, and it hit him and went to the corner. Michael Davies gets the cross-crease pass. Luka Smilski goes in. What a move! He goes to the slot. Nice play. Shoots. Scores! What a goal! Dakota Miskolski with a dazzling tapping goal as Luka Smilski did all the work for him.
He danced through the defenders, got through the middle, and a nice little slick pass. And Dakota Miskolski had an easy goal past Tanner Shepard. And unfortunately, this game seems to be all but over for the Avalanche.
It is now a 4-0 lead for the Falcons. One more goal, they'll match their average per game. They average exactly 5. So maybe the Falcons looking to put an exclamation point on the night with the 5th, but the Avalanche won't go away easily. Maybe they'll be able to get a goal or two, make it a little bit more endurable.
And at this point in time for the Avalanche, physicality is your best friend. You want to start taking some names, taking some numbers, maybe get one goal by the time this period ends.
Liam Van Loon gets a drop pass from Bridgewater. He battles hard in the corner as Hecaz was taking him off the puck. Nice little pass from Miller to Lawrence. Zach Lawrence, he's hit as Liam Van Loon brings him down to the puck. And a nice hit by Hadanaka, who brings his man down. That was Evan Miller going down to the ice. Owen Savory playing now and into his own bench. The players kind of giving him a, what the heck do you do that for? For the Falcons, it's all fun and jokes, but for the Avalanche, definitely the opposite right now.
Not all happy faces on that bench.
You can probably hear the frowning from Ken Piroff right now, the Avalanche head coach.
You can tell his posture shows he's not happy with this group. This is a game, a statement game for the Avalanche. They could have tried to take over St. Catharines, but unfortunately St. Catharines, true to fashion, are the team that are ahead in this game.
Luke Croucher tries to go around, and he gets hit off. Derek Raposo loses the puck as Muskolka comes in. He shoots that one, and it goes off of Draven May. Oh, a nice little reverse check by Muskolka on May. Played back in by Busby, Draven May, and another battle between he and Muskolka going on there. The two big guys trying to get some why-outas as Yanni Skropos goes in on Busby. Coming around the boards, Busby plays that one out. He falls down to the boards as he and Yanni Skropos collide. Derek Raposo on his own blue line, passes up to Bro, and a big-time hit! As that was Muskolka who fell over. Luke Croucher goes to the side, pass out in front. Yanni Skropos! He just can't get it through! What a save by Savory! He's still tied up with the goaltender. What a great stop by Owen Savory to keep this a 4-0 lead for the Falcons.
And Yanni Skropos got a little bit too fancy. Although that one almost worked, he almost slipped it right by Savory, who's down but not out. And that just is how it's been going for the Avalanche. No matter what they try, no matter what they do, that puck just will not enter the net.
So with 6 minutes remaining, the goose egg still on the scoreboard for the Avalanche as Ben Hadanaka comes in. Hadanaka on his backhand, spins and fires that one in, finds Van Loon. Van Loon, nice cross-ice pass to Tanner Bernecki, who finds Hadanaka. Hadanaka, slap shot, stop! That one's fired, and that one may have taken a piece of Savory, but it ends up in the meshing as Bridgewater had the chance.
It feels like in the past 4 minutes, the Avalanche have definitely amped up their play. They've gotten a lot of scoring opportunities. They just can't find one.
Can't buy a goal tonight.
Unfortunately, Owen Savory, for the Avalanche at least, has been absolutely dominant in goal. Goes to show you why that 940 save percentage is where it is right now.
It looks like it's going up after tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Tanner Bernecki trying to keep the puck in. He can as Adam Mayer has to retrieve the puck outside of the zone. Romeo. Carson Eden takes a fall right in front of him, but it's dumped back in by the Avalanche. Falcons in their own zone. Cross up with the pass, but they still get it out. Mitch Pellerin. He comes in, almost offside. Jaleel Adams takes the backhand, and an easy stop for Tanner Shepard, who in his own right has played very well in the Avalanche goal. Unfortunately, you can't blame him for really any one of those goals. They've all been a defensive error that has led to each one of those goals.
Yeah, you can't fault him. None of them have really been weak goals against him. It's just been weak defense that has caused the goal scoring for the Falcons. Bad turnovers all night for the Avalanche. They're trying to get the physical play going right now, but unfortunately they dug themselves a hole and they don't seem to be able to get themselves out of it.
And unfortunately for the Avalanche, a shot, that one stopped by Savory, is deflected. But as I was saying, the Avalanche have taken a lot of penalties, less actually than the Falcons, which is true to form as the Falcon season is gone. But that 8th ranked penalty kill is definitely going to take a hit, as there's been 3 power play goals scored against the Falcons. Actually, I believe, are 3 for 3 on the power play tonight. Every time a power play opportunity has arisen for the Falcons, they scored. Muskoka has a power play goal. Then they have Zach Lawrence, who has a goal as well, and Jaleel Adams. So 3 power play goals is definitely going to hurt your penalty killing. But it's definitely going to increase the second best power play. Whether or not they take over first is another thing. With that 24% really showing right now. Dumped in by the Falcons. Draven May behind the net for the Avalanche. Passes on up to Derek Raposo, who finds a cross-crease pass to Ben Hadanaka. Nice little cut in. He's great on his edges. Hadanaka goes in, nice pass to the center. Draven May shoots that one. Oh, and it's blocked beautifully by Lucas Smolsky, who got right in the shooting lane, and Draven May thought he had a chance for his first goal with the Avalanche.
And Smolsky, he's known as a good offensive player for the Falcons, but when you make great defensive plays, that just makes it even better. Every coach loves a 200-foot player, and he tonight has been definitely a 200-foot player.
Ben Hadanaka in the draw for the Avalanche. He's then waved out as he's going against Lucas Smolsky. Van Loon wins it cleanly. Hadanaka, hard pass to Raposo. He shoots, deflected, rebound, nobody there for the Avalanche. Draven May, another shot, this time fanned, and going on the counterattack of the Falcons. Play down by Lucas Smolsky. Derek Raposo plays on up. Now Ben Hadanaka gets the puck with Van Loon on his right side. Van Loon, nice pass in front, shoots, just missed! Almost got down past Savory, but just fanning on that was Bridgewater. The best chance definitely on this third period at the very least for the Avalanche. There's exactly 4 minutes remaining as an icing call coming to the Falcons.
The Avs just can't buy a goal tonight. They've had a lot of the pressure here in the third period. First period was mostly St. Catharines. Second period was a mixture of both. The Avalanche have definitely been taking it to them. They've surrendered a goal, but they just can't seem to get a goal.
Face-off lost by Adam Mayer as the Avalanche put pressure on the defense to try to get the puck back as Noah Romeo at the point gets it. That one blocked, and Muskoka almost was on a break. Luckily for the Avalanche. Oh, and a giveaway. Tanner Bernecki gave it right back to Muskoka. Almost had a breakaway and then almost had another one. Bernecki. Pass off to Stumpo, but he put it in his feet. Giveaway coming back in front. Oh, off the goal post. What a shot by Ferreira. Goes high in the air, but not out of play. Another turnover from Bernecki, and Ferreira came in and rang the iron. Played back in the zone. The Falcons regroup. They're coming up a pass for Tanner Ferreira. Is missed, but icing waved off. Tanner Bernecki goes behind the net, gives it to Romeo. He and Tanner Bernecki today have definitely looked rather shaky in front of Tanner Shepard.
And normally, most nights, Tanner Bernecki is one of their most reliable defensemen. He makes the play, he joins offensively. But tonight, he seems to be out of his element. He's not thinking properly. He's trying to make the fancy play instead of the simple play, and he's gotten burned on a few occasions, almost getting a few goals against him.
Caleb McPhee makes a nice move around Davies. Bailey Stumpo grabs it down. Tries a backhand pass, but Jaleel Adams picks it up. Davies going in with Dintino. Michael Davies nice on the move and a hip check, but it looks like a penalty coming to the Avalanche as it is going to be a tripping call. To me, that looked like a very clean hip check from Dirk Stadig on Michael Davies.
I believe the reason he's calling it is because the puck was away from him for a moment. As he tried to go up to it, that's when Dirk decided to hit him, and then he took him out of the play and took away his.
It was McPhee who actually threw it.
McPhee. He took him out by the knees almost, and that's where he probably felt that the tripping came from.
2:35 remaining in this 4-0 third period for the Falcons. Falcons perfect on the power play tonight. Luke Croucher tries to get it back. He can't. Ferreira right at the point right now. But it's Tristan de Jong moving in. He goes down to the right circle. Ferreira passes it back to Hukaj. Ferreira moves out the line. He just keeps it in. And the Avalanche going out. And another penalty coming. And it looks like Derek Raposo is going to be getting a head contact penalty. So this This looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3 situation. Actually, Yanni Skropoulos is going to be going to the box. Looked like he was pointing towards Derek Raposo. Interesting one to see, but a 5-on-3 opportunity. Now Busby has it for the Falcons. Back to Busby. He goes into the slot, nice pass down low. Back down in front, shoots! Oh, and that one was blocked. And Adam Mayer almost would have had a break if he hadn't got caught up. Fires that one, shot, great save by Tanner Shepard on Muskoki. Dakota Muskoki got a cross-crease pass, and Tanner Shepard saw it all the way.
And the last penalty by Yanni Skropoulos was definitely one out of frustration. He and his team have not performed very well. He decided to get a little rough, a bit too rough, and unfortunately he put his team down to a 5-on-3 penalty kill situation. At this point in time, the Falcons just have to wait it out and just play with the puck for the less than 2 minutes.
Lucas Smilski won the face-off. Falcons start off with the possession. Busby gets the puck. He finds Ferreira. Ferreira coming in on the left circle. Back to Busby. One time, not there for Davey. Shoots that one up the side of the net. Net now off. 1:39 remaining in this third period, as it looks like the Avalanche will finish pretty much this entire game on the penalty kill.
And if not, then it'll just be 5, maybe 6-0.
Face-off coming to the right of Tanner Shepard. Face-off won by Lucas Smilski. Matt Busby has it. Lucas Smilski. He comes in, high slot, fakes the shot, nice move to the inside. Backhand pass, shot, scores! Dakota Muskoki, his second power play goal of the game. It is now 5-0, and they do match their goals per game average.
And Lucas Smilski putting on a show, showing his skill there. He fakes the initial shot, goes to his backhand on a nice deke, back to his forehand, then slides it over to Muskoki, who just taps it, and it slips through the 5-hole of Tanner Shepard. The Avalanche probably just want to get off the ice as soon as they can. This has not been a good showing.
And that's the second time on the power play that Lucas Smilski has undressed a few Avalanche defenders and then found Muskoki. So definitely some chemistry going between those two. Tristan Ajong plays the puck up. Now the puck in the zone as Noah Perlick has it. DeJong. He swims with it. Gets it back to first swing. DeJong, last minute of play in the third period, a 5-0 trouncing of the Avalanche by the Falcons tonight. Tristan DeJong shoots that one, and an easy save made by Tanner Shepard. 37 seconds remaining in the Yanni Skropoulos roughing penalty. 49.5 remaining. And right now, the only thing, if you're the Falcons, that you have left to do in this game is finish with the score as it is.
Yeah, right now they're definitely playing for their goalie. They don't really need any more goals, but sometimes the best way to play defense is to play offense.
Tristan DeJong passing it off, fires that one off the side as Tanner Shepard got a piece. Derek Raposo battling in the corner with Zach Lawrence, but now it's back at the point for Tristan DeJong. Fakes the shot. Bailey Stumpo battling Mitch Pellerin, and that one's dumped down. 25 seconds remaining, 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Owen Savory gives the puck away. Bailey Stumpo has it taken away from him. 15 seconds remaining in the game. That one shot in the middle as Nathan Smilski tried to get the puck. And it's now covered up. 8.9 left, and finally a penalty kill that the Avalanche did not surrender a goal on, although they did surrender it on the first half of the 5-on-3. But the 5-on-4 they did manage to kill off, but only 8.9 left in this third period. And unfortunately for the Avalanche fans here tonight, not one of the best home games.
No, this has definitely not been a very good home game for the Avalanche, who usually thrive on home ice. They like to get the crowd behind them. 5 seconds left in the game, and the Avalanche need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what they did wrong here and maybe use that for the next game.
So St. Catharines propels himself even higher up into the standings as the Golden Horseshoe division is still dominated by St. Catharines. They're now 4 points ahead of the Avalanche. And Owen Savory reports his third shutout of the year. It is a 5-0 win for the St. Catharines Falcons over the Ancaster Avalanche here at Morgan Firestone Arena. Join us next week for another Ancaster home game. I've been Hayden Hallett for Eric Hallett.